Hello, Necedah School community. This is Tanya Kedlowski with our Facebook Live session for the second time for the month of October. Welcome. I'm glad, I should say September. I'm a little ahead of myself. Glad you're on with us today if you're joining in. We're going to share some updates today regarding some of our work that we're rolling out yesterday and next week regarding some community connections. So I'll be excited to share some of those details with you today. So sort of the theme of our time today is community connections. So we are going to be rolling out some similar activities and events for adult outreach as we did last spring. So last spring we started some community outreach events that included some evening sessions, classes, if you will, with adults from our community. We shared different events such as candy making, rug making, things like that. We, again, this year have put together a full schedule. Right now our schedule consists of adult outreach events from starting this next month, October, through December, and then we'll have another group that rolls out with some additional events starting in January for the rest of the year. We have this opportunity to provide these events through an anonymous donor who has graciously supported this community connection work. So the supplies needed for the events as well as the fee for the instructor are all paid for through an anonymous donor. So we are excited to offer those events again. We posted several of them online just yesterday. So online, you'll see a document on both our homepage that says Cardinal Community Connections Adult Outreach. It's on our homepage as well as the community link that is in the top right corner. And our first event is starting October 9th. And again, you'll see events that go all the way through December 6th. So we would encourage anybody and everybody to attend. It is first come, first serve. And the idea is that once the class is full, people are placed on a waiting list, and we then check in to the people who have RSVP'd. And if people can't make it, we bring in the people on the waiting list. So please, if you're interested, we would love to have you and invite you to join us for those outreach events. There are several located there for you. The other events that you will also find in that Cardinal Outreach calendar include senior citizen luncheons. We are offering again this year a consistent all-year schedule with senior citizen luncheons with the strong advocacy of a couple community members, Sylvia Yeager and Ruth Jensen. We were able to connect our school as a nutritional site for our senior citizens. So we're using that as a model of which to seek community resources through Juneau County to support these luncheons for our senior citizens. Our kitchen is working in cooperation with Juneau County to make these opportunities available. So we encourage all of our seniors to join us for luncheons. There are several dates. There are 2 a month, and the luncheon is at 11 o'clock and goes through noon. We are also looking at offering maybe some extended opportunity for our seniors to engage with us on different topics of things, or maybe just with some opportunities to engage with our students to watch some things that our students are doing in the classroom or as our students perform for them. So we are excited to offer those again this year. And again, if you would like to join those, there's information on that document, how to RSVP to come to that event. So we need people to RSVP in order to make sure that when the events are offered that we have enough food for all of our participants. Last year we had, I think our last date, we had over 50 participants, almost 60. So we're hopeful that we can continue to engage with our senior citizens in that way for those events this year. The third thing on that document, we included some events that are taking place at Necedah Ziegler Memorial Library. We feel it is important to help our community understand other connections that they might make in order to engage with others in the community. So there are some dates of events that are listed there for the public library. And then last but not least in that document, we have some save the dates. Our first big date that is coming up that we're reaching out to our community is our first annual NCETA Fall Holiday Craft and Vendor Show. So we have almost, actually we might have gone over a full gym now that expanded into our middle school gym. We have a full event planned thanks to Cassie Hansen, who has worked very, very hard to pull this all together for us. We encourage everybody to join us for that first annual event. We are excited about it. There will be civic groups joining us, artists, local artists who are joining us, as well as the vendors and crafters that are paying for booths here at our school. So we encourage you to join us. That date is October 27th. And the event itself runs from 9 to 2 p.m. There is breakfast served here. Our Lions Club is serving breakfast, and our Parent Teacher Association is serving lunch. So feel free to join us. I think it's going to be a really fun-filled day for everybody. And the other celebration that we are reaching out with our community around is a community celebration that we're holding on Friday, November 2nd at 5:30. Through, again, an anonymous donor, we are offering a free spaghetti supper to anybody and everyone in our community. If you are a NCETA school community citizen, you are welcome to join us for a free meal and some social time together as friends and neighbors to learn a little bit about the direction the school is heading. And we're going to have various pieces of information for you to learn about some new things. And also, if you choose to engage with us on a few things, we're looking for some feedback. So that date is, again, Friday, November 2nd at 5:30 p.m. And again, we encourage anybody and everybody to join us. More information will be coming out on that too. So there are a couple other save the date type events there that are coming up later this school year that we just wanted to mention. But we also want to make sure our community knows about the reason for some of these connections is to continue to build a strong, positive school community. We believe strongly, and I believe strongly in, that in our small rural schools, our community, our school community, our building, our resources serve as a hub of opportunity for our community to gather, to have events for them, to really build a strong community foundation. And so this community outreach that we're really focused on is one of our priorities and goals of our district. And so we're looking forward to continuing to figure out ideas and opportunities to continue to engage with our school community. So as you have ideas or you have suggestions and ways for us to do that that we are not currently considering, please let us know, reach out to us. So there is another opportunity for our community to engage, and that is through what we have as walking hours and weight room use as we head into the winter months. In particular, we have people that might want to use our facility as a place to work on some health and wellness goals. So we have posted on our website, again on our homepage, you'll see at the very bottom of the page, it has an update regarding our walking hours as well as our weight room hours. So our walking hours, our building opens at 6 in the morning. People would enter through Park and Parking Lot A, which is marked out there for individuals now, and they would enter through the middle school, high school entrance. At that door, there is a document that people would sign in, and there are walking maps there and some resources for you to be able to track the walk that you're on. So we encourage people to join us for that. We only ask that our individuals who are walking with us in the morning are out of the building by 7:30. At 7:30, our kids start to arrive, and we have sign-in procedures and different things that come into place at that time of the day. So please use our facility to exercise and to do what you need to do to stay healthy and well. We also have community weight room hours, which we're having from 6 to 7:30 p.m. And so those weight room hours, we have a person who is in the weight room as a sort of supervisor who has graciously given some time to do that for us. So we can have anybody and everybody come in and have a little support there. So as you as you have some PT goals or some other exercise goals, that place is available for anybody in our school community. Again, you can come into that weight room, you'll sign in. We do monitor the people who are in there, and then certainly you're welcome to stay that entire time or part of that time from 6 to 7:30. Our athletes and students are done in that particular area at that time, so we want to make that an area that our community feels welcome during that time of the day, and that is Monday through Thursday. Our building is open every day, Monday through Friday for walking, except for non-school days. So the other option that people have is out on our track, except for this week being homecoming week. We have our track open for people to use, and so we encourage that. We think it's a nice resource for runners or walkers of all ages. So we have that place and space for you, so we encourage people to utilize that space. We have a walking club that meets Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. You are welcome to come if you want to join a group of people who have a common interest around fit and just socialize and meet some new people. You are welcome to join that track at 10 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays. There are also pedometers available for you to track steps or track mileage to assess your fitness goals. So that is also available to our community as you wish. The last thing I want to mention is we also have really committed to a communication plan for community outreach. We started last year through a grant we received, Cardinal Community Connections, that we really are sending newsletters twice a year with a couple intermittent postcards. We again have funding for that this year, and we are going to do that again. Next week, every citizen in our community should receive an update from me, Superintendent September newsletter that provides information around communication, engagement opportunities, as well as some finance information that I think people might be interested in. So hopefully that continues to build strong, trusting relationships with our community, between the school in our community, and I certainly look forward to getting information and feedback around that modality of communication that we are using. We'll also have a newsletter that's going out in December and March as a way to, again, connect with, again, some postcards in between to provide reminders. All of our community adult outreach events that I mentioned earlier that are posted on our website will also be shared in that superintendent newsletter that's coming out to everybody next week. So if you have friends or neighbors who don't have access to the internet, they will have something. You know, the good old-fashioned snail mail is still the only way I know that everybody in our community is getting the same information. So we are committing to that through some grant funds to make sure that we can continue to share some information in the same way with everyone. Additional information certainly you can find on our website, social media, and things like that. This is our communication plan. We have a school community external communication plan. This is shared also on our website. But the idea of this specific plan is for people to know how they can connect with us. So we have some strategies that are meant to inform. We have some strategies of which we are listening, and we have some strategies that really focus on engagement. So there are several different strategies listed in this plan, and we encourage you to connect with us on any one of them. But those are the opportunities people have to connect. I think those were all my updates I wanted to share regarding community connections. I'm just going to look really quickly to see if there are any comments or questions people have that I might have not covered that people are asking about. So just give me a minute here. Hello to everybody who said hello. I think that's it. Those are the main topics I wanted to cover today. So thank you all for being connected with us and engaged with us. And happy homecoming week to all of our Necedah alumni and certainly our current students. A lot of fun memories are being created this week as our students really rally around the spirit of school pride. So congratulations to all of our Cardinals. I know they're in the gym right now at an assembly, which I am heading to as soon as I'm done with you, so I can celebrate with them and enjoy some of those memories myself. So have a great rest of the week, everyone. And until next time, we'll see you on Facebook Live. Enjoy this beautiful weather we're having. And again, happy homecoming. Have a good day, everyone.